Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate all you guys. I really enjoy making videos. I'm on track to hit my goals again for November and I'm excited. Today I'm going to do a patch rework. Sorry, not a patch rework, a patch review because it is big patch day again into it. We're going to read through it and we'll probably talk a little bit about certain things depending on what they say. Matchmaking rework. This update includes a new version of the matchmaker. The matchmaking pools are no longer split between normal and ranked. There's only one primary matchmaking mode and there's no limited hours. So basically, they got rid of normal and now it's only ranked. That's my opinion better, but I know it stresses people out to play ranked. So I think it's good to have them separated, actually, now that I think about it. But we'll see how it is. I just don't like the no limit. I just don't like the limited hours. So to me, I like this line. I don't know if I like this line. So, oh well. Badges will be updated immediately whenever you gain or lose MMR. To change badges, you no longer have to wait a week or play a certain game count. That was annoying. I didn't care about the week wait, but there will sometimes be a monthly global maintenance update where we adjust the global curve. So basically, once a month when they get rid of all the bots and cheaters, then it'll adjust people. I think that's good. That's fair. It's done as needed. It's not even once a month, so it's just that round. Hero MMR is now used in the matchmaker. Each player will have a core MMR for your MMR per hero will offset your core. So if you have a hero you're trying to learn, you can actually play him and not just when you queue, we will match you based on the hero's MMR. So if you're unfamiliar or play worse with a given hero, you'll be put in an easier matchup than usual. Judgment on your skill and familiarity with the hero will be based on the most 20 recent games with that hero in your profile. We have a UI that shows you what the matchmaker thinks your relative ranking. Okay, so give feedback on this. I will give feedback on this. So basically, you can see each hero's score compared to your main. Okay, I really like this idea. I like this whole section. Leaderboards are now included per region. There's a top 100 core MMR as well as top hero. I like this because it was hard to know who was like the best Yamato, for example. I know a lot of people say that Ronald, Fred the Fish was, and I think he probably is, but who knows, right? So this will be nice to actually be able to tell. To qualify to be considered, you must have played at least 50 games in the last month. You qualify for a specific hero, you have to play at least 20 games in the last month. Okay, I like that. You can queue as any party size, however, there are a few details. If the range in your party is too wide, the amount of MMR you will gain will be reduced somewhat based on the degree. This is especially true if the player we don't know anything about, like a very high MMR queuing with a new, quote unquote, new player. It's really, this is Smurf. We will minimize updates to the known player until we're more confident with the new player. Okay, so, okay, that's fair. The previous limit on high MMR party size is increased from 2 to 3. This applies to Ascendant 1 and above. This is the old limit we had on disallowing too many high MMR to be the same in the same party for matchmaking quality reasons. Okay, so Ascendant 1 and above. So basically, Ascendant and Eternus. You can only do 3. You can't do a 6-man. That's not too bad, honestly. Whatever. Given the updated no hour limit, we think a match is bad quality, like a 5 a.m. game where there weren't a lot of players to pick from. We'll weigh the match less heavily. Okay, so if it's just like starting a game, just so you don't have to wait forever, it's just gonna say, okay, this match isn't worth as much. Here you go, just have fun. If you prefer playing only solos, there is a convar prefer only solo you can use. Does this make so all the players in the game is only solo? So convar is console variable, sorry. Console variable. So I guess you turn this to true, and then you're only going to match against players, because this means matchmaking prefer solo only. Interesting. I'll have to try that out. When queuing as a party, you'll have an option to override the default balance-oriented lane assignment system and make the system prioritize putting your party members in the same lanes. This is so nice. It's annoying how it's like your friend is in yellow and you're in green. It's like, okay. I like this. Added swap lane feature. During the rooftop zipline, you can swap lanes. So you don't have to say, hey, hurry can swap. You can just like push a button and it will ping them and they can accept, and then there you go. This is good. Right click and accept it. That's good. And hopefully it moves the portrait. That'll be nice. There is no option to notify you anytime your levels rank up. Oh, there is an option. There's also an option to show the average badge of each team for the post game. May as well. Why would you not? Like this, like more information is always better, right? So I like that. General changes. Added secondary keybinds. I swear, I, I swear they watched my Valve fix this video. Because look, I also said that able to look at builds from the dashboard. Okay. Okay, this is good. I like both of these. I obviously said they needed to do this, and they did, so I like it. Not saying they did it because of me, but I'm glad. Sandbox mode now shows the soul value of the current items in inventory. I saw a post on Reddit. I'm guessing that's why they did it. Ability tooltips now list exactly which items the abilities have imbued rather than the ability is imbued. Okay, this is nice. So if you like forget which one you imbued, you can hover your mouse over it and then it will say this item is imbued onto this ability. That's good. Items in the shop that imbue abilities are tagged with a label similar styling to active items. Okay, that makes sense. Command command toasts now stay on your screen until they're dismissed. Like that personally because I don't want a bunch of clutter on my screen popping up and I have to click them away. I rather just go away by itself. They now have a button to return command. So if you get command, you can hit return command. Personally, I don't care. I mean, this one's okay. This one's stupid. Adjusted the behavior of incoming damage UI so that it can still be used in sandbox mode. That's nice actually. There's now a change hero button in the build browser, which brings up the hero. Literally, this is what I said. I said it was annoying having to swap the hero, and I wish that there was some kind of global page that let you make hero builds all in one spot. So I swear I called three of these out in like a week, like what, a week ago. So coincidence maybe. Quick buy decisions dialogues for dealing with item limits, imbuing, and active slots are now shown at the queue time rather than the purchase time whenever possible. Okay, so when you queue it up, you can say, when I buy this, imbue this, so that it doesn't have to like pop up and block your screen if you happen to walk past secret shop in the middle of a fight. That's good. You can now queue items to sell. Okay, so you can say buy this and sell this if you need to. That I like that. If you right click an item that you own, it'll put it in the front of your quick buy menu. It's queued to sell. Oh, and it's even calculated in, so it's not like you don't have to think about it. I like that. That's cool. Quick buy is good. Adjusted power up runes designed to look more visually breakable due to melee change explained later in gameplay section. Okay. Guess we'll see what that means over here. Low priority games now require wins to count. That's good. It's cringe. People just go in there and feed even more, but then they get out and they go feed the real games. Gaining Rejuvenator buff now shows what stats have been improved, kind of like the power ups. This is really good because some heroes get different effects by it, so it's kind of hard to know exactly what's happening when you have that. Fixed Abrams camera. Okay, this is probably his charge camera, or when he uses Colossus, his camera gets like stuck in his back. That's my guess, but who knows? I hope it's that because that was annoying. Added icon variants for high or low ground. Bro, this is literally what I said. I said the vertical readability on the map freaking sucked. That's good. I'm glad. This is good. Added note below cancel key and setting explaining that abilities will be canceled with the cancel key when possible. Okay. I mean, that was pretty obvious already, in my opinion, but that's good. Purchase log in the shop now shows enemy and ally purchases in different colors. I literally said I wish they would swap them into two lists or make them color coded. So they're listening to me, or I just have good ideas. Either way, fixed F1 through F5 keys not working for move cameras to allies. Oh, when you're dead, you spectate. I didn't even notice to be honest because I usually just click on them. But yeah, that's good. Updated active items to have uniform sliding cast delay behavior. Okay, that makes sense. Curse cast delay changed from 0 to 01 to match other similars. Slowing hex no longer interrupts sliding to match other similars. That's good because it was annoying when you press this when you're sliding. It like slows yourself kind of. So you can just do it while sliding. Decay cast delay. That's nice. Just cast slightly faster. No longer interrupts. Same thing. Withering whip no longer interrupts. Nice. They made this take slightly longer just to make these basically these are all the same, which is good. You kind of want consistency, so you can get used to it. The through wall ally silhouette health bars are now more accurate. This is good. I don't know how many times I've looked at somebody and then as soon as I turn the corner, it shows they're a pixel. I'm like, what in the world? They're going from half to a pixel as soon as I turn the corner. Optimize lighting in the map for better rendering. Fixed a bug where you would be prompt to sell an item if the component wasn't in the same category as the component you were buying, i.e., you go for slowing hex. Oh, yeah. I noticed that. If you buy a purple item, even though the piece is green, it tries to be like, hey, you need to sell a green item to buy this because you're upgrading a green item. But it's like, no, I actually don't need to because I'm buying a purple item. Added chat will option to certain responses, so you don't have to like open it and go to the side. You can just press a button. Oh, that's nice. Fixed not being able to ping enemy items. I wasn't sure if I was just retarded or if this was a thing. I guess it is just a thing. Okay. Added music. Okay. Added new animation for 7. New run animation. That'll be interesting to see. Revised Mirage Fire Scare, projectile, and cast sounds. I think the sounds are cool, so I like that. Revised casting bridge buff loop. Okay, the sound, I'm guessing. Remastered weapon fire for 7. Remastered weapon fire for Paradox. We'll have to see what that means. Fixed a bug where nearly all sounds stop and never returns. Oh, yeah. Where, like, if you send a slowing or a silencing glyph through a Paradox wall, it's just freaking loud and blasts everyone's ear. Fixed respawn music queue failing to play with shop menu item. Fixed music not playing while the other player is outside their base and their base is under attack. I noticed that once. I wasn't sure if I just was not paying attention or if I just actually didn't hear it. But fixed haste smoke bomb loop not playing for teammates. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Probably some sound cue. Improved negative feedback and sound. In fixed some cases where some sounds could overpower everything. Added key and button name localization. Visual update for Mirage Tornado buff evasion. So instead of turning into a Sandman, he turns into something else. We'll have to see. Visual updated for Spectral Medicinal Spectre. I'm guessing this circle is more obvious. Visual update for turret tracers, so it's probably easier to tell who they're shooting. Sandblast revision to help user judge distance and AoE. This is good. This is Mullen Krill's disarm. He can do it from a mile away, and it's hard to tell if it's even hitting you because it just hits you. It's like, okay. Added preview state to Flying Strike. Added effect to when zipline ability first starts. Added an AoE landing indicator for where units will be thrown. This shows for allies. Okay, this is huge because it was annoying not being able to tell where he's gonna throw it. Like, kind of have to wait till they're in the air. This is nice. This is a huge buff for Lash. This is a huge buff for Lash's ult. Fixed ground strike preview cold be more accurate. That's good because the aimer did not work. It absolutely sucked. Updated Patreon video to give the Amber Hand more lines that are unique to him as opposing to have identical as this. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Instead of saying the exact same thing on both sides, even though those make sense. Related to above, both patrons now call out Green Witch, Green Lane objectives specifically when they're being destroyed. Okay, I honestly never noticed that they didn't call out Green Lane, but okay, that's good. Bebop voiceover, remaster pass, and added some content. Updated voice for Viscous, updated for Paradox, updated for Kelvin. Dubbed in the first pass for these test guys. Updated holiday. Oh, this one's separate than this. I wonder if that means holidays on the horizon. Some rendering performance improvements. They already listed that up here, but that's fine. Good to have it twice. Fix some light map quality regressions. Fix textures being slightly too blurry. Fix some rendering features, such as this running despite. Okay. Fixed right clicking on an item in the shop in build editing mode causes it to. Oh, this was actually annoying. Yeah. When you're editing, it's just adding it to your quick buy constantly. So that's good. Steam game recording no longer records death when you're and spectating another player. Okay. Steam game recording timeline no longer objective as the world. Fixed FPS max accidentally being changed to slider maximum. Video settings slider maximum goes up to 400. Fixing tooltips on keyboard dropdowns not working correctly. New sounds added for Yamato's flying dash while aiming. Okay. So specifically while aiming. New sound added for Moe and Krill's burrow and sandblast abilities. Hit confirm sound for Lash's flog. This is nice because sometimes it's kind of hard. Like, did that even hit him? So it'd be like a hit marker, like or whatever. Fix the bug causing Mo and Krill's burrow emerge to sound double and him to constantly jump up and down, jump up and down. Yep, that's good. Yeah, I've seen both of these literally yesterday, so that's good. Steam input support, fix controller binds not working, fix show score, okay, whatever. Miscellaneous gameplay. Soul sharing ratios post lane reduced from 100. Okay, so they nerfed it even more. Okay, so instead of 70, it's 60. So it used to be 50, so basically it's just barely, barely, barely better than before. Hero kills got nerfed. Not surprised. It was insane. If you wipe a team, you get freaking $12,000. It's freaking crazy. That's not even counting assist gold. Walker Stomp now deal 10% max HP as damage. That's good. Walker Laser also deals more damage. Literally, I said Walkers are too weak, and everything. Look at this. They have aura. Yep. Okay. I was right again. Walkers now have resistance based on how many. This is literally the Dota buff. So for towers on Dota, if there's more enemies, then they get buffed. And they're doing the same thing here. That's good. Mid lane walkers are more tanky, and side lanes are more squishy. Okay, so side walkers are way easier to kill. And not way easier, like one clip easier. But these are way stronger. I like that change because the side ones, like, this is not going to make a difference. Patron lasers now deal 3% max damage. So the Patron actually does damage. I like that. Flex slot changed from all shrines to 1 and 2 base guardians. You know what? That's a good change. I like that. So basically, you have to kill a lane and a shrine. Mid boss trooper health. Mid boss trooper health for first spawn reduced. Is this called mid boss trooper? It said mid boss? I actually never knew that. Okay. Trooper spirit at 25 is reduced. That's good because it scales. So it scales slightly slower, but it still scales the same high. Respawn times curves changed from this 17, 30. Okay, so they basically made it scale slower. It'll still scale the same high though. Trooper soul changed. 65. So they nerfed denies again. They just keep nerfing denies. Denies are worth less and less every single time. Medic Trooper now has 3 charges instead of 2. I like that because it was kind of pointless, especially when it wasted on minions. Annoying. Fall off min range reduced from this to this. Okay, so the range is shrunken down slightly. Air drag when getting off zipline is increased. Default in general is 2. Okay, so basically you can't do as good of a rollout anymore. I guess they saw some clips on Reddit and didn't like it. Improve various issue with heavy melee and slash dash parry when there's latency. Oh wait, dash slash parry, not dash parry. So basically, it's like if you punch someone and they literally are in parry, then they punch your parry. That's so annoying. Killing the first patron now causes any existing enemy hero respawns to reduce by 20 seconds. However, it does not reduce remaining respawn time lower than 10 seconds. So it won't instantly spawn someone, but if they have like a minute, then they'll be 40 seconds. That's cool. Power-ups now require a heavy melee to claim instead of just touching them on the bridge. Power-ups now start weaker and grow stronger. Okay. Now start at half. So they're slightly weaker and then they get a lot stronger. Okay. So that's good because late game they actually matter and early game they're not way too OP. I like that for all these. They changed all of the numbers. 4 stamina, 4 sprint. Holy balls, that's going to make you go fast. Earn time to reveal is increased so that it takes longer to land. Initial earn bounty reduced because it was too OP. And they made so it goes up slower. That's probably good. The earn is kind of OP. Adding an alternate earn mechanic as an experiment for 2 days. This will be enabled this week only, and Monday we'll be back to normal. Earn pickup location is the same, but drop off location is always at the top of Middle Temple. The bonus souls the team gets are reduced. The delivered player time, the reveal time is now 40 seconds. What? So you just bring it to the middle? Okay. Moved rooftop neutral camp. So they're over here. Oh, so they're right here instead of right here. That's good. This was annoying having them here. Added a truck to climb up to the interior bridge. Move stairs in the central canal. Remove stairs in the radio station. Redesigned radio station. Okay, so this is how it looks now. This is the canal going down to green and yellow right here. So you can go underground over here and then move the stairs. Move connection corridor. Oh, that got moved. Okay. Move side lanes. Remove bookshelf model. Oh, that's moved? Okay. That's good. That was annoying. Remove the rope. So you can't climb up right here anymore. I guess you can just jump off the wall. Ding, ding. They added a little gate right there, I guess, to make it more annoying to get on the stairs. Added zapper effect on these things. Oh, so it makes it easier to tell if you're getting zapped instead of like, why am I taking damage? Okay. Heal slash anti-heal rebalance. Be Below is a group of changes bundled together that pairs reducing sustained. Okay, so Abrams heal. The resilience is reduced. The resilience is reduced, got nerfed. Siphon life got nerfed in every way. Okay, so basically healing's getting nerfed. That's how it goes. Hyper beam tier 3 reduced from this to this, so he heals way less. Not way, just 20% less. Dynamo got nerfed by 2 on the healing. The scaling got nerfed by 0.05, and the tier 3 upgrade got reduced. So they're just nerfing healing across the board, it looks like. That's fine. Rain of Arrows lifesteal got nerfed. Is there anything that got buffed? Everything got nerfed. So this got nerfed, this got nerfed. Okay, catalyst upgrade nerf, catalyst upgrade nerf, combustion upgrade upgrade nerf, Ivy Watchtower, Ivy Stoneform nerf, Covenant Watcher Covenant nerfed. They're just nerfing everything. The heal from the grenade got nerfed, the heal from the shelter got nerfed, the heal from the upgrade got nerfed, the heal from Flog got nerfed, medicinal sphincter or specter got nerfed, Mullen Krill Scorn got nerfed, Affliction got nerfed, Last Stand got nerfed, Last Stand got nerfed again, Full Auto got nerfed, the Cube got nerfed, the upgrade got nerfed, everything got nerfed. Bloodletting, everything's nerfed. Bloodletting's nerfed down to 6%. Who gives a crap about bloodletting then? Or it's 20% and then plus 6. That's crazy. Soul Shredder, Lifesteal nerfed. Lifesteal's nerfed across the board. Lifesteal meta is dead. Let's just say that. Nerf. Hillbane, nerf. Yep, everything's nerfed. Weapon items. This is probably just gonna go through the same nerfs we just read, but let's look at it. Rapid rounds fire rate increased. Monster rounds bonus health reduced. Berserker weapon damage per stack increased. Soul Shredder Spirit Amp reduced from 10 to 8. Headhunter headshot damage is reduced. Heroic Aura, the cooldown is reduced, so that's a buff. Alchemical Fire, DPS burn lingers on target for 1 second. So if they touch it for a second and get out, it still burns it for an extra second. That's cool. New tier 3 weapon items. Spell Slinger, headshots. Require Soul Shredder bullets. So Soul Shredder bullets has an upgrade off of it. That's cool. Landing a headshot on the enemy increases your total spirit by 3% for 12 seconds. Okay. Cooldown 1.5 seconds. Max stack 12. So this stacks up 12 times. So that'd be 36% then. Okay. Grants 12% weapon damage, 8% spirit amp, and 18% spirit lifesteal, and 150 health. Blast Cannon now requires slowing bullets and grants the slow passive. Interesting. That's actually a pretty cool buff, actually. Silencer reworked item. Passively build up on enemies, silencing them for 2 seconds and reducing spirit damage output. Enemies affected cannot be affected for 12 seconds. Okay, that's good, because this was annoying, just permanently silenced. And it just gives you that stuff. Buildup is a bit slower than toxic bullets. Okay. Lucky Shot got buffed twice. That's crazy because Lucky Shot was already pretty good. Vitality items or green items. Melee Lifesteal got slight buff, 3%. Bullet resist. Reactive barrier is reduced. Got a nerf. Return fire now requires extra regen. I actually like that because it allows you to get rid of your extra regen easier, and I'm guessing it keeps some of the stats. Does it? Probably not, actually. Oh well. So I guess that's kind of a nerf because it forces you to get rid of that, and it makes the return fire more expensive. Debuff reducer is nerfed on the reduction. The weapon damage is buffed. Divine barrier now has the 8% ability range again instead of the spirit power. That was good because that was annoying. No longer grants a sprint. They just reverted the change basically. Healing Nova, they reverted the change. Healbane, they increased the duration. Debuff remover, it's the same nerf up here. Purging a debuff now heals you for 10%. Okay, so that's a good buff actually. Rescue Beam, the heal got nerfed. Rescue Beam now gives ability range. Rescue Beam cooldown is increased. Rescue Beam pull speed is slightly slower. Metal Skin now makes you walk slower. That makes sense because you turn to a metal block. Superior Stamina now gives you health. Superior Stamina now increases the wall jump count by 1 as well. Wow. Okay, they really want us to be using the Superior Stamina. So if you have a Superior Stamina, you can do 2 air dashes or a double or 2 double jumps and 2 wall jumps. So you can be flying all over the place. That's pretty cool. Majestic Leap now grants extra spirit resistance. Phantom Strike cast now ignores the Z height similar to Lash's Death Slam. Okay, that's good because it was annoying. Like they're just flying so high, so you have to be like directly under them to even reach them. Spirit items: ammo scavenger. While at max stacks, you get +2%, +2 sprint. Infuser cooldown is reduced. Decay healing is nerfed. Healing reduction is nerfed. It's probably to match all the healing nerfs up here. Decay damage is increased slightly. Withering Whip, the cooldown is buffed. Improved Spirit, health is buffed. Silence Glyph, no longer tracking projectile. Releases an aim-based projectile. So this isn't just a point click anymore. You have to actually aim it. Okay. Yeah, but the cooldown's reduced. Ethereal Shift also gives you spirit power. That's decent. 20 is decent. Rapid Recharge. They nerfed the cooldown reduction. Knockdown, they did the same thing they did to Phantom Strike. Mystic Slow now gives you a sprint. Mystic Slow health is buffed. Torment Pulse now gives you a melee resistance. New tier 3 item for purple. Spirit Snatch requires Spirit Strike. That's the purple melee item. Causes your melee attacks to steal 12% spirit resistance and 26 spirit power for 16 seconds. Cooldown 6 seconds. Buff you receive stack if you hit different heroes. Oh wow, that's kind of crazy. So you can punch everybody once and then just go insano. That is going to be pretty freaking good for Yamato because Yamato's so easy to jump on top of him. So we'll see how that goes. Another new item, Arcane Surge, requires kinetic dash. So it's an orange item turning into a purple item. After a successful dash jump, the next ability you use also has increased range, increased duration, increased spirit power, and grants 100 health. Pretty good, actually. Pretty freaking good. Diviner's Kevlar got nerfed. They took off the spirit power, but they did increase the ability duration. I can see that being kind of nice, but I think that's a nerf overall. Echo Shard, they reduced the delay. That was kind of nice because that was annoying. Mystic Reverb, they buffed the damage on the pulse. Refresher, they nerfed the cooldown. They added 30 seconds. All right, heroes. Abrams, he still has nerfed on this healing. Seismic Impact Drag Collision improved a bit. This doesn't mean anything because they say this all the time and it still is broken. So who knows? Bebop Exploding Uppercut Tier 2 now applies melee damage. That's good. So basically melee items actually affect that. The hook can now be cancelled on friendly. That's cool. So like if they get hooked, if you get hooked by your friendly, you can herp and jump off the hook. That's nice. Dynamo kinetic pulse now slides around geometry. That's good because it looks like it should because it's rolling on the ground, but then it just stops on a little pebble. Quantum singularity pulling allies no longer cancels their channel. That's good. Rejuvenating aura now allows you to reload during it. That's nice. Quantum entanglement now has visual indicator for allies that will teleport. Oh, that's nice. So you can tell who it's going to grab. Quantum entanglement ally grab is increased. And the cooldown is increased by 1 second. That's whatever. Who cares? The tier 3. Oh, yeah. And on the tier 3, they buff that. So literally, who cares? Rejuvenating aura now allows you to use melee before. Oh, really? So you can be healing and be punching and reloading. Okay, that's pretty cool for Dynamo. Great Talon bullet damage is increased by 1. The health growth per boon is increased by 2. Immobilizing trap now tethers to the target rather than rooting them. Now tethers the target. Oh, it's basically like Vindicta's root, basically. And it lasts slightly longer. It no longer slows them afterwards. Oh, the slow starts immediately, but it just lasts 1 second. It lasts 2 seconds after the tether. A Okay, so the tier 2 changed from increasing the slow to increasing the tether. Tier 1 upgrade, reduced cooldown. The owl camera goes back to your guy a lot faster. That's good, because if you crash on the other side of the map, it takes forever to get back to your guy. Haze, fixed bullet dance, sometimes freezing your okay, yeah, this causes everyone's games to crash. They fixed that finally. Using items during smoke bomb no longer breaks invisibility. That's nice. Smoke bomb cooldown reduced. Smoke bomb increased the speed. Smoke bomb gives you life steal. Oh, now you can use it defensively, so you phase out of this world. So it's like you can use it while getting shot to kind of go invulnerable. Fixation damage versus objectives reduced, so basically it's weaker versus mid boss and towers. Bullet dance, they increase the scaling. Okay. Damage increased. Afterburn decay time is now 15% slower. Concussive combustion radius is increased. Concussive combustion tier 2 radius is reduced. So basically you get one of these for free. Increased Ivy stone form drag collision. This probably is to get rid of the bug where you can jump across the map. Bullet damage is increased. Bullet damage growth is reduced. That's not good. So it's stronger at the start, weaker later on, which sucks because he's already weak at the start. Oh, this is the thing I was talking about. They fixed that. That's funny. Oh, and they made so you actually go invulnerable instantly. That's good. Airdrop flight controls improved. The duration is reduced. The cooldown is increased. The speed can now be increased with movement speed when out of combat. Now applies with sprint values. Okay, so yeah, it's like when you pick people up and you feel like you're going slower sometimes. Kelvin, seismic impact, death slam, and ground strike now smash through ice path. Oh, okay, so you can't slam onto the path. It goes right through. Okay. They fixed the collision on that. And they made so the self bomb essence for Lady Geist does less damage to yourself. McGinnis, bullet velocity is increased. Fixed wall triggering reactive barrier before the stun. That's good. Mini turrets health no longer scales with your hero. The turret's health or the resistance is nerfed. The health bar is increased. They now gain health per boon. Now take at most or 33% of their match HP per second from any source. So basically, you can't just kill them instantly. So they'll at least live 3 seconds at the very shortest. McGinnis fixed mini turrets dying, causing you to lose sprint. McGinnis mini turret cycle time reduced from 0.5 to 0.25. DPS unchanged. McGinnis mini turret velocity. Mirage tornado speeds reduced. This is nerfed every patch since he's been out. The tornado got nerfed. Fixed tornado being usable while immobilized. Tornado and fire scarab ability slot swapped. Why? because people cried and said, I mean, who cares? We'll get used to it. They basically this is now the one, and this is now the one, and this is now the two. Traveler cooldown is nerfed until you get the tier 2 upgrade. Traveler can now be cast by targeting the bars on the top instead of the map. That's nice. That was annoying. Moe Krill headshot resistance now only applies to the big head. Okay. Moe Krill Burrow can now go under spectral wall. That's good. Combo now pulls the target closer to you over time. Combo the health gain is increased. Sandblast nerfed. Sandblast slow is nerfed. Paradox. Kinetic Carbine not proccing headshot effect. I noticed that. I actually thought it was supposed to, and in my video I said it doesn't. But I guess now we can say it does. Paradoxical swap time min-max increased from this to this to help with camera. Yeah, because it flips you around way too fast. They should just redo it, revert the change. Time wall damage. Time wall now deals 50 damage for going through it. Okay, so that's a slight buff to the damage on the time wall. Okay. 7. Storm Cloud now causes you to levitate up and down a little bit in cycle rather than being fully stationary. Storm Cloud expand time is reduced, so it gets bigger, faster, and you go up and down. Okay. Shiv, a lot of changes. He needs to be buffed because he freaking sucks. I put him at D and everyone cried, and we're going to see all of his buffs, and that's because he's in D. Serrated Knife, cooldown is reduced. Serrated Knives can now capture souls. Slice and Dice, base damage is increased. Slice and Dice upgrade, so this just got moved over to here, so that's kind of good, I guess. The cooldown got reduced, and then this got reduced, so it got just moved over here. Killing Blow threshold is buffed by 2%, and they just moved it off of here over here, so it's the same in the end. So basically, he's just going to get slightly stronger, slightly faster, because you don't need your upgrades as quick. Okay. Fixed an issue where serrated knives and immediately holding M1 after shooting will not buy your gun. I swear that was happening to me. Killing blow rage per spirit is increased. Killing blow cast range is increased. Yeah, so literally every change, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 buffs to Shiv. Yeah. When I said he was D, he was D. Vindicta, Crow Familiar changed from 0.2 cast delay to 0.2 post cast time. Okay. Crow Familiar now reduces the spirit resistance. Crow Familiar tier 3 changed from plus 3% bleed and 40% anti-heal to minus spirit. So basically, instead of increasing the anti-heal, it now makes him take more damage. Vindicta stake radius is increased from 8 to 9. Stake now sucks enemies 3 meters towards the center, so it kind of pulls them in. Okay. Stake tier 1 changed from plus half second to minus fire rate. Stake tier 3 changed from disarm to increase the duration. Okay, so it's kind of a nerf on the stake overall. Assassinate min charge is increased, so you can actually quickscope again. That's good. Assassinate, they did nerf the damage though. They made so you can actually zoom out when you're silenced. That's funny. I didn't even know that was a thing. Viscous Puddle Punch can now be parried. Does not stun Viscous, but it just blocks the effect. I wondered why this didn't work, because I thought it was like a melee, and I tried it, and it didn't work. So that's good. Warden, Fire Rate, Spirit Scaling reduced. Alchemical Flask now respecs line of sight. That's good. Last Stand cooldown is increased by 2 seconds. Last Stand resistance during channel is increased by 10%. Faith, Wraith, full auto tier 2 no longer has spirit scaling. Wraith full auto tier 3 now also adds spirit scaling. Wraith telekinesis now causes target to oscillate up and down a little bit. So instead of just sitting in place, he just shoots you in the face. So kind of slight nerf, I guess, not really. Yamato improved cases where power slash would hit enemies behind cover. We'll see about that. I highly doubt that. Yamato, Shadow Transformation no longer heals on cast. Okay, so it's okay. Oh, but it heals you when you kill people. Okay. And also the transformation tier. Oh, and then the tier 3 upgrade is increased. So, I would say overall a nerf, because if you can't actually get the kill on a person, then you're just gonna die. So overall a nerf, which is good. Yamato's way too OP. But all of this is a nerf. Every single one of these is a nerf. Besides this one is a 1 second buff, obviously. Well, that's the patch notes. Sorry I didn't do a bingo card this time. I honestly just didn't have time to make one. I had some stuff written down, but I didn't get around to photoshopping it together. So I'll have to do it for the next one. My real life has been pretty crazy recently, so it's been a little bit harder to make content, but it's still coming, I promise. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. If you like me doing updates, let me know. See you in the next one. Anyway, bye.